just with that, like it gave you that, like it gave me the dream to want to actually like perform, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was the only kid, man. I had a big imagination, so like it's easy for me like to get locked into some shit like that. And me, bro, I'm an even bigger kid now. I be smoking, I be happy as fuck all the time. So once again, it's real easy for me to just want to get in my world as far as like performing. And what's even crazy about that, now I can do it professionally. Now I can make money off of that shit. And this is real love, bro. This is real passion. Of course, I want to get all the money in the world. I ain't gonna say all the money in the world, but like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't met my limitations yet as far as like what I want for real. I want a lot. I want a lot because I want to do a lot. But like, yeah, bro, it definitely take that passion. And like now, with just like you say, with the opening of the game, with just how free everything is right now, bro, I love that shit. I love that shit. I credit artists like Wayne, like Drake. And it's amazing to see, like, it's like my homie, a LeBron fan, Mo Benz, big ass LeBron fan. And I was a huge Drake fan, like, especially when he first came out. It was just like, I was telling people, nah, y'all don't get it. Like, this nigga is clearly, like, telling you everything that you would want to hear in music. Like, this is the dopest nigga around. And to me, it was just like an instant, I got it. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I heard the nigga Drake, I was just, I guess, the perfect type of nigga to relate to him. So when I heard it, it was like, yeah, I get this shit. And I definitely credit, like, Wayne and Drake. And it's nice to know that these was, like, the people that I was riding for since day one. Because it was like, I was telling y'all niggas. I was trying to tell y'all. So me being a student of them, it's like, I ain't have a choice but to also understand how to, like I said, create my own shit. Like, Elephant, the dude that you brought up, I linked up with him after this project. And look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro, because I ain't even gonna try to spin you or make no crazy shit. But it's like, man, that nigga Elephant is somebody special, dog. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Nigga Elephant on the beat. That nigga is the GOAT. That's all I'm gonna say. And he was introduced after all of this Purple Elephant shit, man. And that's the coldest shit. And by the way, just to touch on the Purple Elephant shit, how I was telling you, a lot of it really started, like, it was just real organic. Like, I found out a lot about the symbolism behind my own idea afterwards, and I think that'd be the dopest shit. I credit all that to God. Like, it'd be a lot of shit, like, even the stuff that I write, the music that I write, I promise you, bro, and I tell my homies this, like, I just be like, thank God. After I finish, like, making this shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, what? I can't believe I wrote this shit. On some real shit. And it's like, you know, I'm probably gonna get even more and more amazed one day. And that's what I'm in it for, just the love and the feel of that. That's a gratifying feel. That's worth, like, just wanting to always make new shit and just being more creative and shit. But when it happens organically, that's when it's like, that's when it could become revolutionary. Not to say that I'm finna just start a whole movement, but the shit that it ended up turning into, and I ain't gonna lie, I got the hoodie right here. Shout out to my team who told me to market my shit. Like, if you look at this elephant, I don't know how the camera view set up, but it's basically the Republican elephant, right? But it's purple. The Republican elephant is blue and red. Shout out to my nigga Cash. He said, what color do blue and red make? Purple. So right off the bat, it's a symbol of unifying shit. When I thought about the elephant, the first thing I wanted to do was just make it facing left. And that's the thing of not necessarily saying we need to shun people that's on the other side, because as black people, you know, we kind of grow up democratic. We got one view of how shit go. And we kind of look at the Republican side as the oppressors, or the ones that believe in the things that oppress us. So that's more so of a symbolism of, with me being able to see both sides of life. Because I had my chance, bro. I went to the Air Force Academy prep school. I damn near was actually in the Air Force Academy. And that, you know, the way that worked out, it came down to me just testing myself, knowing, like, is this really what I want to do? Because once I figured out that it was something I could do, because at first I didn't think I could do that shit. Like, before I went, I was all gung-ho for it. But when I got there, I was like, whoa, hold on. I got hit with a whole bunch of racist shit. Motherfuckers tried to get me to like do a whole bunch of weird shit as far as like interrogations and all type of weird shit, bro. It was just way out of my element as far as like everything I grew up comfortable knowing. So with that, it made me realize like I'm either gonna conform to this lifestyle that's promised, because that was a $415,000 scholarship. I'm not gonna cap. Real shit. You tell a nigga from Harvey that he get a $500,000 scholarship to go to school. This ain't just I enlisted to the military. My family come from a military background. They pulled a lot of strings to try to get me in, and I've always been smart. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even had the best grades in school because I was a slacker. I really hated school. I was lazy as fuck. But like getting this opportunity to go to the Air Force, I know myself. Like if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna turn up on it. I'm gonna, do it. When I first got there, I didn't think I could do it, but being in there, realizing like, okay, I could do this shit. I felt great confidence. My grades was lacking at first. And that's because I was unfocused. I was focused on getting money for whatever reason. And I had enough money, but I just wanted to cut up and write music. No cap. I was writing music at the Air Force Academy instead of doing homework, and I'm failing classes and shit like that. Having meetings finna damn near get kicked out of school and shit. And the whole time I'm trying to finesse them, letting them know like, man, I'm gonna try to get my shit up and really go back to my dorm room. Like, fuck all of this shit. I really don't give no fuck about none of this shit. And then I'll go custom her because I was soothing. And then I'm making money off of that shit. But then though, bro, like, it got to a point where I got my grades up and I really felt good about being there. And I thought about my whole future in that moment. Like in that phase when I was doing good, I thought about it like, how gratifying is this shit? How good do I feel about having this shit? Like, yeah, this could set me up for whatever, and it's not no knock to anybody that went through that shit, graduated. I swear to God, I'd be I'd be proud like a fucking father to see some of my homies like walk across that stage. And I ain't gonna lie, seen a lot of pictures of people walking across that stage, and they had to shake Donald Trump hand. So that's one thing that I can say, like, well, at least it ain't never gonna be no image of me shaking that nigga hand. But other than that, I really am genuinely proud for all of my homies that really stuck through that shit and is gonna figure out how to benefit themselves and they life. Because don't get me wrong, man, I honor anybody that want to serve their country. But it's certain people that's actually set up that's supposed to serve their country. It's really, it ain't, everybody shouldn't be expected to serve their country. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you got a passion and you really love this country and this country really did a lot of shit for you, do your shit. But if you didn't, like, if they didn't do a lot for you, you gotta understand, like, shit, it's a whole nother side to it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta turn the other side to make them see it this way, to see what we really talking about. And that's when it's gonna come down to, like, just revealing, like, good versus evil. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not black versus white, bro. Like, and on the surface, it's black versus white. It's real shit. And in reality, it's good versus evil, dog. Because it's not just like white people can't get this and they can't empathize with it. Yeah, they ain't seen it. They don't go through it, and they probably never will have to go through it. But if they can empathize with it and understand, especially if you one of them white people that got black friends, yeah, really, really be in their shoes and feel them. Just feel what they go through and have the same type of compassion for them like you would have for yourself, for your own family. And that's how you solve shit. And that's how you get things to turn around. But, man, that's the long shot. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.